name is Beston. I live in Cape Town. Also, I do delivery. Interbet helped me to realize my dreams. Now I have my own delivery vehicle and I'm able to do the removal in and around Cape Town.
Monday the 16th of May, welcome to our Gold Circle TV preview show for our day's racing at Hollywood Bets Greyville, where we race on the poly track. And we got 8 races carded, and I'll be working alongside Kevin Shea, and always nice catching up with Kev as well. Kev, how are you doing? How are you keeping?
Yeah, keeping well, Deez. Good morning to you and all the viewers. Yeah, Monday morning, it's a poly meeting, and 7 handicaps, 1 graduation, compared to what we've just had on the weekend and watching Baid win yesterday.
Sure.
He looks like a serious animal, 7 from 7, and I personally think Royal Ascot Champion Stakes, that'll be his aim. I think so, I don't know, but I mean, I'm reading between the lines. So, yeah, exciting racing coming up, and champion season's upon us.
Well, we have to give a mention to the return of a 7-year-old these days in Do It Again. I mean, for him to carry 60, yes, he was well weighted, but he's a 7-year-old, Kev. I mean, let's just not make any mistake about that. And for him to win and give that entire field weight in the manner that he did, he's a superstar, isn't he? Yeah,
very nice. Public horse, these, I think 5 champion seasons he's been here, and he's won 5 times.
Yeah.
In 5 years in a row. So it's a hell of a feat, and well done to the team. I mean, when you look at the well-being of Do It Again, you could just see the love and care that he gets. His coat looked magnificent. And I think, I know it wasn't a good field. I don't think anything behind him can win the July.
Sure.
That was what I looked at it, especially giving the weight away. But in the manner he done it and the way he quickened up, that old Do It Again was back again. So he's going to line up in the July, and who knows? He carries the 60, and he's carried it, I think, for 3 years. So nothing different. So fantastic. I was very, very impressed. Well done to Team Snaith.
Yep, let's see what happens with Do It Again in the lead up to this year's Hollywood Bets Durban July. And I can tell you, he was trading at around 33 to 1, 36 to 1, 35, around in the 30s prior to running on Saturday, and he shortened dramatically. Hollywood Bets, well, they got him at around 12.5 to 1, and a few other sites that I had a look at, 16 to 1, 14 to 1 available on Do It Again. So a dramatic shortening of him after winning the World Sports Betting 1900. Let's get on to race number 1, and this is where the buy pot will begin on Monday, and you have to get your bets on by 12:30. And Kevin mentioned competitive racing throughout, and it'll begin in race number 1, where you're going to have a choice here between 2 form lines. That's the way I saw it, Kev.
Yeah.
You got Lunar Eclipse and Demigod, who come from 1 form line, and then you got the form line from Rainwear. But let's put up the field, and let's have a look at the runners that will be lining up. I mentioned that Demigod and Lunar Eclipse, there's not much to separate them on that last start. Of course, Lunar Eclipse will have the benefit of being drawn pole position. And then the way Rainwear has been going, you got that form line where Rainwear is in the race, Mel's Princess, Owlet, and Iron Chef. So I don't know how you saw it here, but I'm still leaning towards Rainwear, Kev. You know, the way Keegan's been winning on this filly, 2 from 2 now, 2 over the course and distance as well. I still think, you know, while she's gaining a few points for her recent wins, at her best she was a 70, and the way she won last time out, I think she could make it 3 on the bounce.
I think so too, Deez. I think you're aiming in the right direction, and like you said, Keegan, 2 rides, 2 wins. I wouldn't go and put my bond or my house on it.
Sure.
But looking at this, it's only it's a fillies and mares 65 handicap, going the right way. Rainwear, I think, in the winning position, last 2 starts, showing that the confidence is there, and I think they're all going to have to beat number 4 Rainwear. I see Tony's horses. He had a winner yesterday as well. His horses are looking well, coming well, and he brings him to the course, aiming at something decent. I think this could be the right one in the first race on Monday, tomorrow.
Yeah, if you're a guy that follows, you know, weight turnarounds, etc., then you must fancy your chances with 7 Mel's Princess and Owlet, 2.5 kgs and 3 kgs respectively, better off with Rainwear. That will give them a chance of getting closer to that filly. Do you have a preference for either or? If you speak about Lunar Eclipse and Demigod, you know, I mentioned that it was close last time out between them, and we have to mention that you look at that distance last time out, Kev, 1,550 meters That was a bees affected meeting. You remember the bees were on course and then they had to change the distance.
Correct, 100%, 50 meters shorter.
So. Yeah. Do you have a preference between lunar eclipse and demigod?
I think out of the two Ds, I'd lean towards lunar eclipse only because of the draw.
Yes.
The draws there, Rachel and Mace, that combination never ever fails. The draw, I think lunar eclipse would be my favor in front of demigod.
Okay, and at declarations at time of recording of the show, please take note of scratchings, etc. I can tell you that Richard Fourie has been stood down for this race meeting, so wait for his replacements if you're a Fourie follower. But in race number 1, both Kevin Shea and I agree that Rainwear is definitely the horse to beat. While she is gaining points in her merit rating, I think she could make it 3 on the bounce, and our second pick will be Lunar Eclipse. Those 2 horses you can play around in the first leg.
It's good fun. Days like these are great. You get the whole industry together, and to have, companies and corporations like Interbet and Cape Racing who are so generous with sort of time and energy into making a day like this possible is it's fantastic for everyone.